There we are.
Here we are, man. We're back. Okay, so this is FB Watch Forum show. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to lay out some ground rules for this show. It's probably going to be the last big show of FB Watch Forum. FB Watch Forum isn't going anywhere, but it'll probably be the last big show. What I'm going to do is show all the watches that I have that I'm interested in selling. We're going to go through them pretty quickly. We're going to give a quick synopsis of each watch. But for anybody who's interested in these watches, they'll have to call me. I'm not going to discuss price online. I'm not going to discuss price in any way, shape, or form. You guys, if you happen to be interested in a watch, you call me, make me an offer, and then we'll discuss a very, very reasonable price to move these watches prior to Christmas. I'm making this recording for another reason, and that is so people can go back and watch this at a later time prior to Christmas or even after Christmas if they choose to go through the watches I have and decide if they want to make a purchase. And if the watches don't sell for whatever reason, I'll post them on Watch Forum one by one over time. And see if there's anybody who's interested in buying those watches who may not have tuned in. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Who may not have tuned into the show. So I'll repeat this. Excuse me again. Beg your pardon. I'll repeat this again as we go through the show. Should any new listeners pop in while the show is going on. But anyway.
You want your cell phone up there, Bill?
Do I want what?
Well, which number? 6535?
No. I don't. I'll. They can PM me on Facebook.
Okay, you said call them.
I don't want any phone calls. I got enough
Gotcha.
phone calls. Okay, so we're going to move through this pretty quickly. So here we go. Here's a watch. This is a Lancaster. It's an automatic. You know, some of these watches I got when I used to watch the watch shows on a number of different stations, and you might not be familiar with all of them, but these are darn good quality watches. So anyway, this is on a rubber strap. You can see the quality there. It's practically new. It is kind of a dark gray dial. It is an automatic, a Lancaster, and it's about a 46 millimeter watch. It's for sale. The next one is kind of a dress watch. On a leather strap. This one is an automatic. It plays like about a 45 millimeter on your wrist, maybe a 46. A rectangle watch with day of the week and date, and it is a Sterling original, and it is an automatic. Okay, and it's got a deployment clasp, as you can see. This one is the original Commander. 46 millimeter, but it plays like a 48 on the wrist. It's a gold tone bezel and case with the ocean blue rubber strap. It also has a deployment clasp, and it is a fully authorized diver. It's a dive watch, and you can see it's also a chronograph. It's the Commander, their most popular watch, Swiss Legend. Next watch is a watch from yesteryear. It is the Black Mother of Pearl, original Speedway by Invicta. This is when Invicta was making them with sapphire crystal. It's a 46 millimeter watch, beautiful, beautiful rose gold with a deployment clasp. You can see the Black Mother of Pearl and the decorated dial and the big date. It is a quartz watch, and it is a 200-meter diver. Next watch was posted in a magazine for many years, and it's a Sterling original where you have day, date, and you have the day and you have the date and the open heart, and it is furnace blue hands with hour markers. It's got the knurling around the bezel, and it's got an alligator strap with a deployment clasp, and it is about a 47 millimeter watch on the wrist. Sterling original. This one is A Chase Door 44 millimeter. You can see the black ionic plating and the rose gold bracelet. It is called the Crossfire, and you can see, hope you can see, maybe not, that is right there. That's black mother of pearl on the part of the dial that's black. And the rose is from the 12 o'clock to the 3 o'clock position. And then there's a rose chapter ring. And that is an automatic, by the way, a Swiss-made automatic 2824. Okay, this one is kind of a unique watch. It's a beautiful, I forget the name of it, but Wing had a name for this. This is an original Android. You can see it's a gold tone. It is an automatic, plays like about a 47, 48 millimeter on the wrist, and it is a fully open heart, open case, I should say. And it is a Japanese automatic. It's got a beautiful brushed gold finish, which I like, because when gold is high polished, that's one thing. When it's brushed, it's a lot more subtle and can be used in different dress area, different ways of dressing. I mean, this could actually be used as a sports watch, in my opinion, because of the way it's decorated and the type of finish. It's a nice thick, you can see, bracelet. Okay. Moving right along, this is a Sterling original on a rubber strap. This is a Swiss-made quartz watch with brown decoration and bronze, kind of a bronze bezel, and a brown, thick brown rubber strap. Sterling original, and it is 200 meters water resistant. You can see the bottom on the 6 o'clock position, Swiss quartz. This one is about a 44 millimeter Citizen, and it is an Echo Drive, and you can see that this is powered by the sun. Kind of a takeoff from a Chopard. You can see the racing kind of a strap, and it is a chronograph. And you can see, I hope you look, I'm not going to really describe it, but you can see the magnificent shape these watches are in. So that is a Citizen. The next we have a old Invicta. I say old, I bought it a long time ago, but it looks like I just got it. It is a yellow mother of pearl. Look at that. And it is a light gold tone watch with a beautiful, beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 piece. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about a 5-piece bracelet. And it is a chronograph, very, very slimlined. Just a beautiful, beautiful yellow mother of pearl. I never saw that again. I never saw it before this, and I never saw it after. A yellow mother of pearl. Look at that shot. Anyway, it's a 45 to 46 millimeter on the wrist. This one is a large 52 millimeter wildebeest. They made it in a larger size. This is black ionic plating. It is a quartz watch, and it is a GMT as well. It is all black IP with red hour markers and hands, and it obviously comes with, as you see, screws on the bracelet. Renato quartz watch, big guy. Here's another big one by Renato. This one is probably, I would say, at least 53 millimeters. It's a beautiful ocean blue dial with a date at the 4 o'clock position. It is a Swiss quartz watch with a lot of knurling all around the bezel and on the bracelet. And you can see, of course, again, the screws. All black IP with that ocean blue. Very, very, very stunning when you get it up close. And it's got the 4 screw heads on the 4 corners of the bezel. This one is a Lupa Revolution. It was pretty hot when it was being sold. You can see it on a rubber strap. Don't worry about that white stuff. That stuff comes right off. That's the stuff that's on the bottom of my case where the watch is stored. Just wipes right off. But you can see it's a brown, kind of unique, a brown dial with blue hour markers. Big Lupa Revolution on a brown strap. special knurling brown that they did on the Revolutions. Again, this white stuff comes right off, scrapes right off with your fingernail. Brown and blue Looper Revolution. This one here is a big dive watch that was made. It was a T-Rex dive watch that Daniel Mink made. This one is a brushed gold with the ocean blue and the yellow accents. A giant diver. Again, you can see in this chronograph all screws on the links. It's a big boy. It's the enlarged version of the T-Rex, but it was called the T-Rex Diver, just like I showed you earlier, the red and black large version of the Wildebeest. That takes care of those two. Let's move on to the next batch. This guy, I remember Jim Skelton mentioned that he thought I got a great buy when I bought this watch. You can see the purple Android automatic with day and date. And I have to wind it. It's not wound. That's why the second hand isn't moving. But you can see this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 5-piece bracelet that Wing Liang did. It's a big, thick watch. It's a big boy. I'd say it's definitely about 50 millimeters. It's, again, the purple with the gorgeous sunburst dial. And I was a softy for purple. I love purple dials. You don't see many of them. But just a beautiful, beautiful bracelet with a double lock clasp, as you can see. Android looks brand new. Next one. This is a Ritmo Mundo, and this is about a 50 millimeter quartz watch. The Android I just showed you is automatic. This is a Ritmo. It's a quartz watch with a beautiful, beautiful light brown leather band and a yellow dial. Ritmo Mundo. It's got kind of like a gunmetal case and a kind of a light gold bezel with a yellow dial. Here's a beast. Again, a purple dial. This is purple orange and a little tad of yellow. This is about a 45 millimeter watch. It's got the deployment clasp on it. It's cut to 7.5 inches. So it would require a 7.5 inch wrist or below. And it is the Renato Beast, and it is a quartz watch, ETA G8. This is a really cool watch. Again, I bought this at Jim Skelton's suggestion. Look at the size of that. This is an Avisu. This is an all Swiss-made automatic, okay, by a Japanese company that commissioned several Japanese automatic watches. They're a brand that makes clothing, and they started making some watches. And this is an automatic Avisu with a date at the 3 o'clock position. It's a big guy. It's 50 millimeters. And it's big and thick, as you can see, with a beautiful, and I mean very, very nice, slinky 5-piece bracelet, and totally 200 meters in water resistance. It's white with the black bezel. Really cool watch. Really, really like it. Remember, when I sell watches because I'm buying other watches. It's not because, these watches are, well, out of style or anything like that. Okay, so here is a Conqueror by Swiss Legend. This is kind of cool. I bought it because I love black and blue. There's the black IP with the blue dial. It's a 200-meter water-resistant watch. It's got the date at the 3 o'clock position. And it is called the Swiss Legend Conqueror. You can see the nice thick leather strap there. Okay, again, 200 meters water-resistant. This is a very classy Croton. This is a 28-24 automatic movement with a beautiful alligator band and a deployment clasp. Croton automatic. It's a 45 millimeter watch, 28-24 with an open heart at the 12 o'clock position. And this guy is a Renato. Kind of unique. All gunmetal, 46 millimeter wildebeest with a purple dial and yellow accents. This is not an automatic. This is a of course, quartz watch, and I think it's got the 8040N in it. You can see the days over there at about the 11 to 12 o'clock position, and it's got a diamond 8. Those are diamonds on the 8 right there. Sorry about the focus. I'm doing the best I can here. But in any event, gunmetal and purple 46 millimeter wildebeest. I say it plays more like a 47 on the wrist. It takes care of that batch. Let's go over to this case. I've got two Seiko Monsters. They're both automatics. This one, again, I love gunmetal. That's my weakness. You can see the deploying clasp. You can see the gunmetal bracelet against a 200-meter day date Seiko Monster with yellow accents. This one has orange accents. Okay? Again, the Seiko Monster. This one is more of a black IP with orange accents. The other one is gunmetal with yellow. Both automatics, obviously, Japanese automatics. This one is a Renato Beast with diamond subdials. Beautiful watch, again, all screws in the bracelet. Bicycle bracelet, 46 millimeters on the wrist, and has a yellow second hand and original Renatos. I don't have any Renatos subsequent to the time Daniel Mink sold the company. All of mine are Daniel Mink Renatos. And there you can see it. Beautiful blue dial and diamond subdials. Let me put this down for 1 second. Go to the next watch. The next watch is kind of a middle of the road high-end watch. This is an Edox. You can see this Edox, and it's a good buy because this is an automatic, this is a quartz watch, which you could see has a GMT setting right there above the 6 o'clock position and a big date at the 12 o'clock position. It's a black rubber strap with a deployment clasp and rose gold around the outside mixed in with the silver tone. There's a good shot there. But this is an Edox. Look it up if you're not familiar with them. EDOX. Excellent watch company. They make automatics and quartz watches. This is a Renato that came in from some years back. This Renato is a brown subdial. It's got some striations with the diamond at the subdial position at the 6 and 12 o'clock is the diamonds. It's got a lizard strap, beautiful lizard strap, rose gold and brown combination. And it is a wildebeest, Renato wildebeest. This is a Renato sort of made like a dress watch. It's got the beautiful black striations, sunburst style in black with all rose gold. It's listed as a 44, but I think it plays more like a 46 millimeter on the wrist. Beautiful rose gold bracelet. And again, this is a quartz watch. This began with a C. I can't remember the name. Robusto. I'm sorry, not a C. There's a C in it, but it begins with an R. It's the Renato Robusto. Okay. Next one is a Renato Mastro. Again, beautiful purple dial, sunburst in the background, black subdials, green accents on the second hand and the 8, and a beautiful gnarled black IP bracelet, chronograph, screws in the links. This is a 51 millimeter to 52 millimeter Renato Mastro, black and purple dial with the viper green accents. I love it. Again, a quartz watch. That takes care of that batch. Moving right along. We come over here, and here's another kind of a, from the Mastro family. This is not a Mastro. It's another watch. It's a little bit bigger than the Mastro, about a 52 millimeter, but you can see it's all rose gold with a gray dial and black eyepiece center links. Those are steel, not rubber. And you can see beautiful Renato. It's got a lot of different features. It's got a GMT connection or aperture, and then it's got the date feature in there as well. But you can see it's rose gold and black with the gray dial. Beautiful, beautiful timepiece. It is a quartz. This is another quartz. This is a Android. I bought it because I really like the dial. I love orange and gray together, and there's a tad of orange, kind of an orange yellow, and a gray with the big date magnifier at the 3 o'clock position. This is an Android diver, 200 meters, water resistant. Here's another Renato. This Renato has a brown dial, brown onyx dial, silver with rose accents, and a big, beautiful, thick black alligator strap. Really beautiful, really beautiful timepiece. Hardly worn, but it's a Renato Wildebeest, 46 millimeters on the wrist, quartz watch. Next is a Maurice Lacroix Pontos. This is a heck of a watch. This is about a 43 millimeter watch, fully automatic, Swiss automatic, rubber strap. Look up Maurice Lacroix if you're not familiar with him. This is a beautiful, beautiful. I think it's a 2836 movement, at a 2836. Just a gorgeous watch. Just really, really, really nice watch. And it is a chronograph. You can see the pushers right there by the crown. In any event, it is a Maurice Lacroix Pontos. And this watch is a giant bolt. This one is an all black bolt with the aubergine or the eggplant bolts. You can see the color distinction right there. And it's a big boy. You can see on the inside of the watch the chronograph style and decoration. There it is. The aubergine bolts. This thing has hardly ever been worn. It's practically brand new. Not a mark on it. And it is the aubergine bolt with the black IP. And it, again, of course, is a quartz watch by Invicta. And then let's move over here to the drawer. I'm going to pick out a few in the drawer to show you. This one is a Renato with the, it's a T-Rex. It's got the Diamond 12 and the Diamond 8 with a red second hand and red subdial hands. A black dial. It's got a blue strap. You push these two buttons right here that my fingers are on, and the straps come off, and it comes with a bracelet, a steel bracelet that comes with the watch. About a 50 millimeter timepiece. Here is an Android automatic, an Android quartz with tritium tubes. I believe it's a tritium tubes. I believe it's a Virtuoso, big, giant, thick leather strap with the big date at the 3 o'clock position. All silver tone with a beautiful gray dial. We've got some Invictas back here. I'm just going to show you real quick. We've got an Invicta with a purple dial, a diver. We've got a rose gold and yellow gold combination automatic diver. And we've got a red diver back here. That's the commemorative edition. These are all automatic watches, and they're all grand divers by Invicta. And this one right here is a yellow and blue dial excursion, all 200 meters water resistant, of course. And this one is a beautiful black mother of pearl. You can see the dial, how it's guillocheted out. Black mother of pearl, gold, Swiss legend. and it is a Swiss automatic timepiece. There's a lot to choose from here. We're going to go through these other drawers real quickly. We've got down here, we've got a big Russian diver, brown strap. It's a quartz watch with a red dial. You know what those are. They're about, what, 52 millimeters. Here's another bolt. Okay, this one is on a bracelet. It's a silver tone and gold tone, but light gold tone touches, and then you can see the red background where the bolts are and the red circular indications around the hour markers. Again, practically brand new, hardly ever worn. And over here we have kind of it's about a 48 millimeter gray rose accent diver from Invicta. Big, thick timepiece out of the Leviathan family. And it's got a beautiful gray dial. It is a Swiss quartz timepiece. Very, very thick, as you can see. Let's go down here to the next drawer real quick. We're about 3/4 of the way done here. Here is this is a gold tone, silver tone, black dial, Sabakwa Noma 3. There's not much I need to say about this. You guys are all familiar with that. Beautiful piece. It is a quartz watch. And you guys, I know, are very familiar with that. This is an automatic timepiece by Android. Big orange dial. Plays about 48 millimeters on the wrist. Okay. Very, very nice timepiece for you guys that like big watches. And I like orange dials myself. Always have. This is a quartz Invicta. Yellow gold with a red dial. And you just change those big screws out there and you can make the change the links out that way. It is a 200-meter diver. Okay, let me go over here to the next drawer that we got. And we have a bunch of timepieces down here. Let's take the automatics. This is a Lucien Piccard automatic open heart with a dual deployant clasp and a brown leather strap. This is an Invicta automatic. I'm not sure what you call it, but you can see the different striations on the dial, rose gold bezel. Again, 200 meters. This one is a Triumph on a beautiful brown leather strap with a gray dial, chronograph. This is a quartz watch. The others I just showed you were automatics. This is an automatic timepiece. Right here, this is a automatic timepiece from Swiss Legend. And you can see it's about a 48 millimeter timepiece, Japanese automatic. It's a big, thick piece with a red chapter ring and a big, beefy bracelet. Here's an Android automatic. Again, beautiful purple dial on a nice brushed stainless steel bracelet. It's a 47 millimeter timepiece. Wipe the dust off of there. There you go. Now here's the other watch. I showed you this watch right there. Here's the same watch on a rubber strap, but all blacked out and all red. Red bezel, red hour markers, red hands. This is an automatic, Japanese automatic. Here's a big Lupa Revolution. These were pretty popular when they were on sale. It's all white with the blue furnace, or kind of like turquoise hour markers. Big white strap, big thick watch, as you can see. Lupa Revolution. And over here is a giant Croton 52 millimeter automatic with a green dial, one of the better watches Croton ever made. Look at that bracelet. Beautiful 5-piece bracelet on that watch. Big automatic, big green automatic, kind of a forest green. Okay, we got about 10 more watches and we're done. This is a big Swiss Legend diver, 500 meters water resistant, orange Swiss automatic. Okay, big, thick thing. I'm sorry, it's 1,000 meters water resistant. Big, 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 thick watch on a rubber strap. Obviously a dive watch. Here's another Sterling original. Big date, Swiss quartz watch. The one I just showed you, the Swiss Legend orange, that's an automatic. This one is a quartz. All black with blue accents on the subdial. This one is a big one from Chase Door. This is the eggplant or aubergine color Missile Command. 47 millimeter watch. Black dial, all aubergine. Beautiful, beautiful timepiece, and boy, is it heavy. It's thick and beefy. Here's another beast on a blue rubber strap. Blue dial, yellow accents. This is a quartz watch, as is the Missile Command I just showed you. And that will take us over to the last batch of timepieces over here. Let me walk you into another room. And we'll take a look at a few pieces here that are for sale. This one is a blue Swiss automatic Neptune. Right there. 48 millimeter watch. Black dial, all blue. Bezel and strap. This one is an automatic Android. I love this piece. It's got kind of a red accent on it. This one is a bolt. This is an all black bolt with black mother of pearl, as you can see there on the inside of the dial, with black bolts and black IP bracelet. This is a T-Rex black rubber strap, 50 millimeter watch with a gray dial. This is a Swiss Legend 1,000 meter diver. It's not wound. As you can see, it's a Swiss automatic timepiece. Beautiful timepiece, 1,000 meter diver. This is a gold wildebeest with a black dial, black mother of pearl, 46 millimeters, almost like brand new. We have some other T-Rexes here. These last few watches I showed you are quartz watches. This is a T-Rex all black IP with a yellow carbon fiber dial, 50 millimeters. And then we have some timepieces over here, which will end the show. And this one is a Vostok Europe NH35 automatic, 46 millimeters, plays more like a 48 in my opinion. This is an old Lupa, original Lupa round dial, quartz watch, gold tone. Here's a gold tone wildebeest with black integration, black rubber integration, quartz watch. Here's an automatic Invicta Ocean Ghost with a salmon dial. Really cool. Here's an automatic, Japanese automatic Swiss Legend watch. About 45 millimeters on a rubber strap. Rose gold accents. And here's some more watches that basically, there's an Invicta quartz watch with gray mother of pearl. Here is an original Vulcan by Renato with a blue dial, yellow accents. Here's another Renato with rubber integration in rose gold. Wildebeest, 46 millimeters. So there you have it. We got a couple watches in the back. Here's the same Swiss Legend in red, right there. 1,000-meter diver that I showed you over here in white. There's the white. And there's the red. And here's a red Wildebeest quartz watch, yellow accents, red carbon fiber. The two Swiss Legends I showed you in red and white, those are automatics, Swiss automatics, and they're 1,000 meters water resistant. So that kind of does it. If you guys are interested in any of these timepieces, give me a PM me, give me a call. Remember, here's what we're doing with these timepieces. I showed you probably about 80 timepieces. I just want somebody who's interested on any of these watches to give me a call. We'll discuss price. You make me an offer, whatever you want. If these watches don't sell, I'm going to start putting the watches one by one on the Facebook Watch Forum page and sell them over the course of months for whatever I get for them. What I wanted to do today was give a sweep view of all these watches to see if there's anybody who might want some Christmas gifts. I don't think you can buy any of these watches for people that you're thinking about gifting anywhere near what you can get them from me if you went and bought them in the stores, even if they still exist somewhere today in the stores. So that's kind of my objective. And if you're interested in a watch, go back and watch this in your own leisure. I noticed some guys on there. Hi, Kimon. I like the fact that you're always supporting me. I appreciate it very much. Go back and watch this at your leisure. See if there's a watch on there you like. As you go through them all, jot them down. Give me a holler, and we can talk terms. They're all going to be very reasonable. Some of these hidden gems that I had in here that I didn't take the time to go through, like the Edox and the Maurice Lacroix and the Swiss Legend 1,000-meter divers. Some of these are really fantastic buys because, candidly, I'm moving these things out, and what I paid for them would be nowhere near what I would sell them to you for. But then there's other watches that are just right here for somebody would love to have, and I guarantee you would pay 3-4 times what you would pay me to get them if you could get them in the store. They're used watches, but I defy you to look at them and say, hey, they don't look brand new. There may be some that shows a few wear more than others, but by and by, they're in great shape. So again, you could see from here, can we switch, what happened, Rick? Can we switch to the pad again so I can show? There we go. So you could see, so I showed you a box full here, a box full there, a box full there, a box full here. I showed you a box full here. I showed you all of these drawers that are filled with watches. And then I took you over here in another room and I showed you watches that are in these two boxes, okay? So there's a ton of stuff, just a ton of stuff that I kind of went through rapidly, just generally describing what they're, what they're about. I just want to show you real quick. There's the mountains of Hawaii out there, okay? So there you go. I had to tease you a little bit with that. But essentially, there's just a ton of stuff here to go. And I mean, there's just some great timepieces in here. There really is. I mean, you take again, you look at this one. Look at this old. I say it's old, but look how gorgeous it is. Here's an old Invicta with black mother of pearl. Look at that, and the striations on the dial. 46 millimeter original Speedway with that bracelet, that rose gold bracelet, a big date, Swiss made quartz watch. You just they just don't make them like that anymore. But anyway, you could see again just a wide different variety of watches from old Androids to old Swiss Legends to old Invictas. And when I say old, I mean old in terms of time, not in terms of the way they look, in terms of wear and tear. So give me a PM if you want to discuss anything. For those of you that are real friends of mine that already have my phone number, you're happy to call me if you prefer to do that. But I wanted to kind of say this was going to kind of be one of the last shows because now I've gone through everything, and I think it's more economical for me to just list them on the website, the FB Watch Forum site, and say, okay, this is for sale, and find somebody who's really interested rather than trying to get a corral of people to tune into a show. I have other watches that I'd love to show you, but I have to be sensitive to the market that looks for this show, tunes into the show. I know you guys like Invictas and Androids and Swiss Legends and Sterlings and a couple of other brands, and I don't want to post too many high-end watches that might eventually end up being for sale, but then be something that you guys are not interested in. I tried that a couple of days ago with a couple of people, and I had a Diamond Renato here for sale, and I said, I paid $4,000 for this. I'll sell it to you for $1,200. And the guy said, well, that's just too much money. Well, then you need to go and buy a different type of watch. But I try to be as reasonable as I can and still make the other person happy, realizing that I'm within a certain market. So anyway, having said that, I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching this at your leisure and just going over the video and deciding if there's anything you like. And then watch my Facebook Watch Forum page, because that will always stay open. And I'll list watches for sale there individually. And if you catch something you like, then give me a PM or give me a phone call and we'll go from there. Okay, are you there, Rick? There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he takes these little naps while I do the shows, That's not a whole lot for Rick to do like on our other show where he's got to interact a little bit. So a couple of guys I saw bounce in and out. I wanted to say goodbye to them, but they're not here. Came on, you're here.
Yeah.
A good customer and a good friend. And I always watch what you're wearing, Kimon, and I always generally like almost everything you have. You've got a massive collection. I know I've seen the stuff that you have, and it's amazing. You remind me of myself so much because I just spend money on watches, watch after watch after watch. I remember it's a true story. When I was working in my law firm, I would get watches delivered to my law firm, so my wife wouldn't know that I was getting these watches. And they would come to the law firm, and I would open them up, and I would, bring them home. And I remember my partners used to shake their heads at me. How many watches are you going to use? So anyway, I'm sure that you're having fun doing it. I know I did.
Yeah, and that's why we have this graphic, right?
That's why we have that graphic. Yeah, that's why we got it. Anyway, I'd love to have a show sometime where I can go through some high-end pieces, just to share them and show people. But I don't think I'd get a lot of audience for that. So basically, what I do is I post them when I wear them, just like other guys do. I hope people don't think I'm being too uppity. I like to show the pieces I'm wearing, and I do what I can when I can. So take care, everybody. Be good, stay safe, and we'll see you on the other side at some point in time, okay?